What's up guys, I'm here with another video on to episode 145 of Let's Build the City. Today we're building a car wash. Hello Lord, welcome to the live stream. Right, let's build a car wash.
Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make your very own car wash for all of your city building needs. And of course, not only will I show you how to make the outside of your car wash, but the very tiny interior where we pay for the car wash and also where we can just kind of like sit and chill out and have coffee as well. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please do remember to like the video, as that helps me and the channel out very, very much. And if you're new around here, subscribe, click that little bell next to the subscription button. That'll ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub box. But without any further ado, let's get started. So just before we start building, everybody, here are all of the materials that we are going to be using throughout the build. Please do make sure that you have access to all those materials and enough of them as well. It's also worth mentioning that we will need more stuff than what I just showed you. Unfortunately, this car wash requires quite a bit to make it, so we will be grabbing a lot of stuff from another item list later as well. The amount of space required to make the build is a 37 by 22 block area, as represented by this white concrete grid on the ground, which will be vastly useful to you if you are planning out a city. So feel free to make this if you feel as though you need it. And that's it. Pause the video if you have to. Make sure you have all that stuff. Make sure you've got enough room to make it. Make sure you're ready. And once you are, we can begin. Step 1, my car wash building friends. Come all the way over to the front left-hand corner of your grid, if you've made it, and count to the right of this corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then inwards, 1, 2. We're going to start off by placing a blue concrete on the ground with 2 yellow concrete on top of it, and then we're going to turn sideways, take this blue concrete that is indeed on the ground, and we're going to extend it backwards by 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay.
To extend it across the back by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to extend inwards by 1. Place a block of quartz next to the blue concrete block. We will be coming back to this very shortly, but what I want to finish up is extending the blue concrete forwards so that it matches the opposite row of blue concrete that we have just to the left of us. I want you to place 2 upside down quartz stairs extending from the blue concrete this way. Stick a blue concrete on the ends. I want you to place 2 rows of glass on top of the upside down stairs. What we are then going to do is place 2 rows of yellow concrete directly on top of all of these blue concretes. This is subject to change. What I mean by that is we are going to be adding windows later if you feel as though that you want to add windows. And at the very least add 1 to the inside, but that's much easier placed a little bit later on. And in addition to this as well, I would highly recommend joining up of the door area using yellow concrete, placing a layer of quartz slabs hanging off the front of the building such as this, leaving a gap of 1 on top of the building, and then placing rows of quartz slab that kind of just ascends over the building like this. We have specifically left that first row alone because we're going to be placing a little, I guess it's kind of like a pixel art, sort of like a little pixel art car up there. We'll be sorting that out a little bit later on. But now that we've done that, we are going to return back to this ever so slab that can be placing a layer of quartz slabs hanging off the front of the building, such as this, leaving a gap of 1 on top of the building, and then placing rows of quartz slab that kind of just ascends over the building like this. We have specifically left that first row alone because we're going to be placing a little, I guess it's kind of like a pixel art, sort of like a little pixel art car up there. We'll be sorting that out a little bit later on. But now that we've done that, we are going to return back to this ever so important quartz block at the front of or the back of the build actually, it's not the front. On top of this quartz block, we want to place 2 blue concretes. We then want to place a block of quartz on top with a quartz slab on top of that. Extend left by 6 using quartz slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're then going to place underneath this block a block of quartz. We then want to place ourselves 2 blue concretes and then join to the ground using a block of quartz. We then want to take the quartz slab on top and we want to extend left by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to copy what we've done before. So quartz block, 2 blue concretes, and then join to the ground with a block of quartz. And by the way, this can go on and on and on and on if you like, depending upon how many places you want people to be able to wash their cars, and you might even just want the one. You can just keep extending that infinitely. Probably not infinitely, although I do believe that this is an infinite world, so probably infinitely. So many people could be washing their cars, nobody has an excuse for it to be dirty. So, what we then want to do is we want to take the sides of this, and by the way, I still clean my car. My car is filthy. Even if there was an unlimited amount of car washes, I would still leave it filthy. I'm so lazy. We are going to extend the blue concretes that we have here. We're going to extend them towards the build by 2 rows. So 1, 2. We're then going to place 3 rows, 1, 2, 3 of glass that can be pane or blocked. And then we want to place 3 more rows, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 of blue concrete. This can actually persist throughout the entire build, meaning here we can have 2 rows of blue and then 3 rows of glass, and we can top it off with another 3 rows of blue. When it comes to here, the thing about this is you'll notice that we'll add the 2 rows of blue first, but when it comes to this, you can just turn this into a window. I don't think that this impacts the actual inside that much, so you can just have a triple window, or perhaps we'll turn it to a double a little bit later on. We'll see. So we have the window that's built into the inside of the waiting area, and then another 3 blue concrete. And then basically what we would then have to do is just place block of quartz underneath it all, block of quartz on top of it all, and then we'll keep doing that, and once we've finished we'll carry on a little bit more, because of course that isn't the whole story, there's still quite a bit to do. What we actually, before we do put the roof on, whilst we can still see quite effectively, so these are the 2 car washing areas, as I mentioned. We're actually going to dig up the entire floor inside of these areas, and we're actually missing the material already, which is a little bit annoying, but we can sort it out. We might even try a different one. Although preferably, I mean, well, listen. We'll see when we get to the point. But the point of this, first of all, is the fact that we've got to dig out these areas. So these are the areas that the cars are going to be driving through. On the outer parts of the areas, we want to have strips of light grey concrete. We might try a different one, although preferably, I mean, well, listen. We'll see when we get to the point. But the point of this, first of all, is the fact that we've got to dig out these areas. So these are the areas that the cars are going to be driving through. On the outer parts of the areas, we want to have strips of light grey concrete extending front to back. Grey concrete in between them. And then originally, smooth stone slabs in between and below these areas here. It's basically just so that there's like places for the water to go. If you wanted to be crazy, actually, we might even do this a little bit. We've actually got the perfect block for this, so I'll tell you what. No, we don't. We will have the perfect block later. I will not forget. But we could even add an extra detail where we have kind of like drains in the floor. We could actually use looms for that because they kind of have the cool effect. Anyway, we're going to run rows of rails on the grey concrete roads, and that's pretty much it. That's all there is to it. I wanted to use smooth stone slabs instead of the quartz.
GCat the Gamer, welcome to live stream.
It's just a bit different than what we've been using. It doesn't make much of a difference, to be quite honest, structure-wise, or even looks-wise. I mean, it looks completely fine. Considering the fact that it's quite dark down there anyway, it really doesn't make much of a difference whatsoever, does it, I suppose? But, hey, you know. We're going to put a roof on this thing. The roof is going to be made out of quartz slabs. We already know where the quartz slabs are going. Row that is on the back, so we can just spread that across to the front. And once we've done that, we will be rapidly running out of the usefulness for materials that we have on us, although there are just a couple of things that we can do. So far, you might be able to see how the structure of this place started already. This is kind of how...
Need to sort out the slabs. I try and spam it, it turns into a block. High controller hints. No. High controller cursor? No, still doesn't work. I just want this issue fixed. I don't want it to be turned into a block randomly. Maybe this? Why does it do that? Hold on. Auto jump? Maybe. Why is this issue not fixed? Okay. I'm just sorting out my settings, guys, because it's going crazy. Why is it, no. Why is it like that? Why does it spam? Hello XX Christian XX, welcome to live stream. Hopefully I said your name correctly. If not, I'm sorry. Okay, it's maybe video. Camera shake. I wonder how you sort out this issue. Why is the slabs like this? I just want this issue fixed. If anyone knows what this issue is, let me know. So I can't fly. Why did I do that? Hold on, let me save and quit my world because it's being really laggy. It's just acting stupid. I'm just gonna sort something out with the settings. I just need to sort something out with the settings, guys. So my packs, extra pack, baby packs. Going back onto the world, guys. So do. Let's try again with the slab problem. Oh. Guys, my game crashed, so I think I'm gonna end